All right. So we have all should have just finished that introduction video to the course and how to navigate through our Blackboard course and how we're going to be using Blackboard Ultra throughout this semester. And now we're going to be talking about like the details of our course, and we're going to be going over our syllabus within the course, and then we're also going to be going over the syllabus website. What I forgot to mention to you guys was that anytime that you're looking for our course or looking for me, always look for Rick. That's Rick. If you guys don't know Rick and Morty, this guy is Rick. If you find Rick or Morty, then you'll be in our course and you will be able to contact me in any way possible. Okay, so Rick and Morty, they're like my favorite, like little dynamic duo. So yes, look out for Rick, look out for Morty. If you ever need to find something on our course, or if you need to contact me, you'll be able to look for Rick and he'll be there and help you guys. All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to share my screen again. And first, we're going to go over the syllabus website, and then I'm going to show you, well, I'll just briefly go over the syllabus website, and then we're going to go back to the syllabus, okay? All right, so check it out. So here on our syllabus website, you're going to be able to follow the same kind of respect as how we have it. This should be edited, sorry. How we have it on our Blackboard course, right? So we have start here buttons, we have our dates and times that you're going to be able to, like, that's when the course begins. So here, disregard this, just, it's our section 9. In any case, on the start here, you'll be able to click here. And this website still needs some editing. I just wanted to let you guys know that it is up and it is live. So we're able to do that. The syllabus is going to give you like our course objectives as far as like why you guys are taking this course, right? So you guys are taking this course because it's a GE requirement for you, right? And it fulfills GE requirement A1. All right, and this is the course objectives that you guys will be learning throughout the course, right? So if we click the next button on grading, you're gonna figure out like on your grading schedule, right? Your grading scale. And like I said, I am a huge nerd, so I have nerdy stuff all over the place. Here's our grading scale. Our course is gonna be out of 500 points total, and you're gonna find the percentages with those right there. Keep in mind that the lowest possible grade is a C minus. The only way to pass the course is if you get a C minus or better, okay? And then it's going to take you to the next one, which is going to be a contact. Here's my email right there. There's my office hours. Don't hesitate. Please contact me at any time. And then you can also fill out this if you want to contact me via email. Just place in your name, your email, what do you want to say, and then just click submit. It'll send me an email directly to me. Okay. And then from there, you're going to find another button that takes you to the policies and procedures. And we're going to go over all of this in greater detail. I just wanted to show you guys the overview of the website and what it looks like. And here, I need to do some editing on this, but here you're going to find our classroom policies as far as like attendance is right there. We have late work right here, respecting the class, communicating with me, adding and dropping, university policies, disability policies. If you're a student with disabilities, please reach out as soon as possible. We also have preparedness relief, statement of inclusions, student athletes. If any of you guys are student athlete, please let me know. And then we have our next button. It's going to take us to the assignments, and we're going to detail all the assignments right down here. Like I said, 500 points, going to give you the description. Like I said, guys, I made this so that you guys can access this on your phone. If you're having laptop issues, if you can't access it, like I say, download that Blackboard app. It's only going to help you. And everything on our course can be done on your phone. So it's super easy, super simple. Anyways, but the cool part about this is that if you don't want to have to go through the buttons, you can click any one of these little like icons up here and it'll take you directly to where you want to go. So if I want to know like how many points I have, like based on what I submitted, I can just click on this, go straight to the grading scale, right? Or if I want to submit a peer evaluation after I saw a student's like speech, I'll just do it right here, right? I'll just submit it all, like your name, your peer's name, the speech topic, the evaluation, and then just submit. And all the directions are right here for everyone to see. So, so that's why this is kind of cool. You can click on anything really, and everything's like all totally activated for everyone. So I love it. I think you guys might really enjoy it as well. All right. So now let's get down to the details. All right. So this is Oral Communication 1006, Section 9. It's the spring semester of 2021. We meet on Mondays and Wednesdays for our class times are at 1 p.m. to 2:15. Everything's online, clearly. But all right, so let's get down. So you have my name right here, right? Oh shit. Yeah, all right. So my name is Shane, right there, Shane Burrell. Here's my email. My office hours are Tuesdays from 12 to 1 or by appointment if you guys can't make it. Trust me, I know a lot of you guys have busy work schedules, busy lives, and if you guys can't make it, that's absolutely fine. Please just let me know what the deal is and we can set up another time some other day or another time. Okay? So don't worry about that. Oh, that's really cool. All right, so the course description. So this is an introduction to effective speech communication with emphasis on informative and persuasive public speaking and presentation skills. This was formerly on our quarter system, was known as COM 120, and it does satisfy your GE category requirement A1. Okay, so here is going to be the required text for our course. It's called The Art of Public Speaking. Okay, and we do have some course readings within the course. So I do recommend that you guys get the book. I did provide a link to the bookstore. Please get the digital edition because it's just easier, especially when it comes to the assignments. I'll talk about that when we get closer to midterms and finals. You can also find it here on Amazon. If you guys are having trouble finding or like buying the book, please reach out to me and let me know. I can try to help you guys navigate and search it out as best as possible. All right, so the required softwares for this link or for our class are going to be Zoom. It says Go React here, but you don't really have to worry about that because Go React is going to be already provided for you on Blackboard. So don't really trip on that, guys. Like I've already done that for you, but you will have to get familiar with Go React and how it works, okay? Keep in mind, if you decide that you want to do your recordings on your phones, that's totally cool. The only problem is that iPhones aren't really compatible with Go React. So what you'll do is that you'll record the video on your iPhone, right? And then you'll later upload it to Go React. And there's an upload button for you guys to use anyway. So you just upload to Go React and then you guys are solid. So don't even worry. All right, so our course objectives. So you guys are going to be able to understand the roles of oral communication in Western culture and cross-cultural public speaking settings. You're going to be able to use the basic theoretical and rhetorical elements of oral communication and its processes, particularly audience analysis and adaptations. You're going to be able to select, critically think, reason ethically and logically through the supporting materials for informative, persuasive, and argumentative speaking. You guys will also be able to organize and compose various types of original speeches. You'll use effective verbal and nonverbal techniques of extemporaneous delivery, and we're going to go over extemporaneous later throughout the course. You're going to be able to present effective, informative, and persuasive speeches. You'll listen effectively to the speeches of your others, and which is like, you know, your peers. You'll be able to reduce the level of communication apprehension and develop a sense of confidence in public speaking and public speaking settings. And you'll be able to constructively evaluate speakers and identify various aspects of effective public speaking, okay? So those are all the course objectives, and we're gonna go through each one of those one by one in each of the weeks that we go through. So don't really worry about that. Okay, so here, as we saw on the syllabus website, our course is going to be graded out of 500 points, all right? And here's a breakdown of like, what is an A, what is an A minus, what is a B plus, what is a B, what's a B minus, blah, blah, blah. And as I said before, the lowest possible grade that you guys can get is a C minus. This is the lowest passing grade. So please keep that in mind, all right? So, and there's going to be another policy that we're going to come up to, and I'll explain a little bit more, but keep in mind that like to pass the class, you have to get a C minus. All right, or above, sorry. All right, so here's a detail of our assignments, right, broken down, and the points values that's with them. So we have our narrative speeches, which is worth our 55 points, and that's your first speech. Your second speech is your cultural artifact speech. Your third speech is your informative speech. Your fourth speech is your persuasive speech. So we only have 4 speeches that we're going to be giving in class. We have 10 weekly journals, right? Okay, so 10 weekly journals. Those are not assigned to like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, right? 10 weekly journals are going to be assigned to the dates that are given on the syllabus. And I'm going to show you guys our tentative course schedule later, but we only have to do 10 of them, right? And have to be assigned on the dates of the days that we learned. Sometimes you won't have a weekly journal for that week, and you'll have a weekly journal for the next week. So that means you have to double up on what we had gone over in class throughout that week. And I'll talk about weekly journals and how I want them to be structured in just a second. We have participation points that will be done through our micro lectures, and I'll discuss that in a minute. You have 5 peer evaluations, which we'll discuss, 2 speech outlines, a midterm, and a final, okay? So when it comes closer to the speeches, we'll go over this in greater detail, but just know that there is a description of each speech and how it's going to be detailed throughout the course or within your syllabus and throughout our course. But I'm going to give you guys like a more detailed like explanation of what I'm looking for in each of the speeches as we go throughout the course. So don't worry. All right, and so here's the descriptions for each one of your speeches. What I really want to get into though is your weekly journals. All right. So your weekly journals are an opportunity for you guys to record a video, and it has to be video. It can't just be audio. It has to be video. Okay. And the reason why I say it has to be video is because your speeches are pre-recorded, right? We're not giving live speeches. We're doing recorded speeches. So the reason why I have you guys do video for your weekly journals is to get you guys comfortable speaking in front of a camera and seeing how it feels to speak in front of a camera and to kind of like speak in front of an empty room. Like my room is totally empty right now and I'm just like speaking. I'm pretty sure my family thinks I'm totally nuts, but like it doesn't matter because I'm here teaching you guys and trying to help you guys get kind of comfortable working in front of like your own computer. So your weekly journals is this opportunity for you guys to take advantage of feeling a little bit comfortable speaking in an empty room and looking at your camera directly and feeling a little bit more comfortable and kind of like just feeling like okay with it, right? Just kind of think of it like a TikTok video or something, right? All right. So to get into your weekly journal assignment, it's a reflective journal. All right. So you'll be able to either talk about like what we went over in class and kind of like discuss like how like what you took away from like the lecture that we went over or what you took away from the micro lectures that we went over and things like that, right? So you're going to be able to kind of like think about it in that sort of a sense. However, this is also your personal weekly journal, right? The only people that are going to be able to see this are you and I, right? That's it. So your peers won't be able to see it. They're not going to be able to like be like listen to what you have to say or anything like that. It's just going to be me and you. And so if you want to cap on something on your weekly journal, be like, man, Shane's such an asshole. Like he gave me like a C and blah blah, and I didn't feel like that was right and blah blah. Like that's fine. Like I don't care. Or you could tell me like, man, I didn't learn shit last week. Like that's cool. Like I really don't care. But just tell me why, right? Give me a sense as to why and what's going on and like how are you not learning? What did you not connect with? What are you connecting with? And like explain. Give me an explanation of what's happening. So or even if you want to just kind of like recap on your own week and be like, like my family is going through it. My dad has Rona. I have Rona. I feel super sick. Like, those are particular things that you can do with your weekly journal outside of capping on like what we learned in the week before or what we learned that week. You know what I mean? So just take this opportunity to be able to freely express yourself in your weekly journal and to feel comfortable in front of a camera. Okay? All right. So next are peer evaluations. So when we give speeches, we need to be able to look at our peers' speeches and be able to kind of like figure out and kind of like review it, right? So we want to tell them like, oh, I think you did, I think you did this really good, but I think you might want to work on something like this. And don't say that there is nothing that they can't work on because everyone can work on something, okay? Just be honest, be real. Like don't say it's like, oh, they're amazing. It's like, come on. Like even I can work on stuff, and I'm your instructor, but not to say like I'm amazing. I'm just saying like everyone has something that they can work on. So please feel free to do that. All right. So feedback before your due dates. So I am more than happy to give you guys feedback on your outlines or anything that you guys want to turn in, either late assignments or not late assignments. Just give me 3 days to kind of like look through it. Okay, like I'm also a student and I have things that I really have to work on myself. And so just please, give me some time to kind of like sift through it and figure out like what I'm looking at and I can give you the best comments as possible. Okay. All right, so your outlines for your speeches, you have 2 outlines there for your informative and persuasive speeches. And we're going to go over outlines a little bit later and how those should be structured, but just know that you will have 2 that you have to turn in, and those are later on in the semester. Extra credit, I will give up to 5 points of extra credit for every event that you attend. You can write a 2 to 3 page review about the event that you attended and why you attended it, and just kind of give me like a little synopsis of what it's about, like, and I just need some proof that you've actually been there, you talked about it, someone has like it on record that you were there. So I'm always down to accept extra credit opportunities. Extra credit opportunities are super cool for me. I will be providing extra credit opportunities within the community, online stuff, or on campus stuff as well. So just keep a lookout for those. I'll announce those during class, and I'll probably send out emails. I send out a lot of emails, so just keep an eye out for that. So here's some essential programs. Obviously, Zoom. We use GoReact to record our weekly journals and our speeches, and PlayPosit. So PlayPosit is something that you're going to be using to do your participation points, which are our micro lectures, okay? And when I showed you in the last video, it said the weekly micro lectures. You're going to be able to use that, and the program that I use for that is called PlayPosit. And what PlayPosit does is that it allows you to hear my lecture that I'll be delivering to you, and it will give you questions throughout the lecture that have to be answered, and you have to answer them to be able to move on. And that's how you guys get your participation, okay? If you have any questions about that or micro lectures, please let me know. All right, so we have 2 exams. You have your first exam, which is a midterm. It's 20 multiple choice and true false. I usually put 1 extra credit question in there. And then we have our final, which is a cumulative exam, and it's going to cover our lectures, our readings that we went throughout the quarter, and it's going to be an oral exam, which means that you guys only have 1 attempt to orally give me your answers to the questions that I pose. And we're going to go over that way later in the semester, but you'll love it, don't worry. All right, so attendance. So for our class, as I said in our last video, our class, we're only going to meet once a week, except for the first week. And I put that right here. So on Monday, the 25th, and on Wednesday, the 27th, we will meet both days for that week. After that week, we're only going to be meeting on those Wednesdays. So we will never show up for Monday on class, like for class. We will only be showing up on Wednesdays. So every Wednesday, you will have your lecture with me, and then after that, you will do your micro lectures at home on your own time. So we only meet once a week, and I'll have my office hours on Tuesdays. But on Mondays, we don't meet. You don't have to meet. Mondays is your dedicated time to work on those micro lectures, get those done from the last weeks before we get into the next lecture. If you guys have any questions about the micro lectures from the week before that you want to bring up on Wednesday, that's your time to do it. That's when we talk about certain things. We do class activities. I check in with you guys to see how you guys are doing, to see what's going on, what's up. So yes, so in our class, we're only meeting once a week, and it's only on Wednesdays, and we will never meet on Monday except for the first week of the semester. And I'm only going to meet with you guys on Monday so that we can go over our syllabus, we can go over our Blackboard, we can go over the online or the syllabus website, answer any questions you guys might have or anything like that, get to know each other, introduce each other. Yeah, just kind of try to create our own little environment, however cool or stupid it might be. If it's stupid, it's probably my fault, so don't worry. All right, so let's get down to some late work. All right, so late work. You guys will be able to turn in any of the assignments that you guys want that you have not done up until the week before finals. And I usually cut it off like a day or 2 after our lecture from that day. Okay, so after a Wednesday, probably on Friday, like I'm gonna no more late work. Like you guys can't turn anything in, like nothing like that. So I do give late work I do accept all the late work that you guys want to turn in. Keep in mind that like your weekly journal is only worth 2 points. So if you do a weekly journal that's late, like I'll probably only take away 1 point. On your syllabus, it says 10 points. Those are for the bigger assignments. Those are ones are for like your your narrative speeches or your cultural artifact or for your outlines or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's probably where I'll take away 10 points. But for your other assignments, like I'm not going to take away 10 points. Like there's no point to put like negative points, you know, like why even do it, right? But I do give credit for those late works. However, please keep in mind that midterms and finals are not late work assignments. Those are specifically exams that have specific amount of time that you have to complete them. And I give you guys a lot of time, so don't even freak on it. But your midterm and your final, after that time, after that cutoff time, that's it. Like you can't turn it in late, it's an automatic 0. And I can't express that enough because and I want to explain why I do this. I do this because your midterm and your final have about 2 weeks where you guys can do it, okay? And I don't I don't think it's a good idea to allow late work for those who have already done it on time, who did their midterm and their final on time, for those who are turning it in late, because that's unfair. It doesn't allow an equal opportunity for everyone, okay? So just keep in mind that these are exams and they're not assignments. So midterm and final do not qualify for the late work assignments, right? The assignments, absolutely, you guys can turn it in whenever. Just keep in mind, you will receive reduced points, but for your midterm and your final, you know, that's a different situation. And if you guys have any questions on that, please let me know. So respect in our class. All right. So respect in our class means that we're going to be able to respect everyone's opinion, right? If we have opinions versus like on political issues, and that's okay. If we have opinions on another issue, that's okay. Social issues, it doesn't really matter what the opinions are. However, discrimination and racism within our class is unacceptable, right? Discrimination and racism within the class is unacceptable. And I say this because there is no opinion that can ever support racism and discrimination. You can't say it's a matter of opinion to be racist. It's not. It's something that you've learned, right? There is no matter of opinion to something that's discriminatory, right? Being like homophobic or being against people who are not like light skinned or who have darker skin or who have brown eyes or who have blue eyes. It doesn't matter. Like that is a form of discrimination. There is no matter of opinion that can actually support that. So please keep that in mind. When I say respect, I mean that yes, we can respect each other's opinions, and yes, we can respect the way that they have a belief system, but there's no matter of opinion that can be against discrimination of someone based on their religion, the color of their skin, their sexuality, their sexual orientation, or their race, because there's just no justification for that. It is a learned behavior that you have to unlearn, right? And if this is a question for anyone, please come to me and we can discuss this one-on-one. But discrimination and racism in our class will not be tolerated and it's not accepted. So I just want to make that very, very clear when we're talking about respect. Okay? Okay, so emailing me, please email me as if I'm your professor. And like I'm super chill and laid back, right? But don't be like, you know, like you have to do this and blah blah blah. Like, no. Be like, oh hey Shane, I was wondering, like, I have a question about this. I was wondering if you can answer that. Like, give me a little bit of respect, you know, like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to oral communication. I also want to give the same amount of respect to everyone else too, including yourself. So when you email me, give me the same amount of respect that you would like for me to give back to you. Also, emailing is not a text message, so please be, you know, aware of these things. Okay, and so office hours, as I explained before, Tuesdays 12 to 1 and by appointment. So if you need to meet with me, please let me know. And if it doesn't work with the office hours, then we can go from there. Okay, so the last day to drop in the spring semester is February 22nd, 2021. So if you're just like not vibing with the class and you're like, all right, you know what, I just don't think I can handle this semester, then you have up until February 22nd to make that drop. And I'm totally cool with that. I'm totally okay, but just, you know, try to work with me. All right. So if you guys have an issue, you guys can't make it to class, but you can do like the online stuff, let's talk. Okay. That's totally cool. So don't worry about it. All right. So here is some academic regulations and procedures. Plagiarism and cheating. I take this super serious. So if you feel like that you are under like plagiarism or cheating, please let me know, and we will discuss. We also will be going over this in one of our micro lectures in greater detail. So please look out for that. Students with disabilities, if you have a disability, please let me know. And then also, please reach out to this number and they will be able to make accommodations that you will need for our class. All right, so here's some preparedness and some relief. Disaster relief link, we have that right here. So our statement of inclusion is also prepared for you right there. If you're a student athlete, please reach out to me because we might have to make some accommodations for you as well. I don't really know how that's working during a pandemic, but I will reach out if you are a student athlete. So just let me know. All right, and so here is our tentative course schedule. All right, and so I've highlighted stuff for you guys that are super important in yellow, and you guys will be able to see that. So like I said, we are meeting both times in our class on Monday and Wednesday for the first week of the semester. And we're going to be going over our syllabus again, and you won't have any assignments. And our second day, we're going to be lecturing, and I'm going to go over a couple of things for you guys, and you will have your weekly journal already due that following Sunday. All right. So if not otherwise stated, in our class, all assignments will be due the Sunday after the Wednesday that we meet. And it's Sunday at midnight, right? So you have until midnight to be able to submit your assignment, all right? If there's any question about that, please let me know. But this is gonna be our tentative course schedule for the whole semester. And I planned out everything for you guys very meticulously. I put a lot of work into this, so please take a review. As I said, important things are done in yellow. Last day to drop for week 5. Your midterm is going to be available, and that's going to be right here in yellow as well. You'll also see when it's due. It's due right there. You see that? Y'all see that? All right, just making sure. We do have spring break during the semester, and that's highlighted for you guys right there. What else? We do one-on-one sessions for your reviews so that we can go over it personally. Your informative speech topics. If you guys have any questions about that, please email me. Those are going to be due there as well. And yeah, just super important things are all highlighted for you guys in yellow, okay? There is going to be 1 week where we will not have class on a Wednesday, and that's going to be the week before our last week before finals. So we have 2 weeks before final. We have nothing to discuss on that time, and you guys will just have that whole week to yourself. And that's going to be all workshop stuff. So we're going to do a lot of workshops in this class. So we're going to go over it together. We're going to do some activities. We're going to do a lot of cool stuff. So don't worry. And then your final is going to be available on one day, and you will have 6 hours to complete it. Okay, so it's going to be perfect. You guys will not have to stress out about anything. And so that's going to be it about our syllabus and our breakdown of the syllabus. I'm going to go over this again with you guys on our first week on that Monday. So please review this as best as possible. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.